Hello everyone, welcome back to the Zoomit crypto channel, and today we will run the learning section here and we will talk about the various Bitcoin bull cycles. Over the last 15 years of Bitcoin trading on the bourses, we have witnessed various bull cycles and we have found interesting patterns that are being exhibited. Today, in our learning video, we will study these cycles, what have been their returns, and typical lengths in days that they lasted before the trend reversal. Take a look at the Bitcoin chart since 2010 on the left panel and the 5 bull cycles on the right. You can visit this website to view this page, and I will also include the link in the description box. All these bull cycles on the right illustrate the extent of the multiples that Bitcoin gained with each cycle as shown in the y-axis, and also the number of days that they ran for on the x-axis. You can click on each cycle to see its standalone performance. Bitcoin's bull markets have definitely been a wild ride over the years, and each one has its own quirks. Let's dive into a very interesting tidbits about them. First, the early bull run back in 2010 and 11 was really the Wild West era for Bitcoin. Prices went from under $1 to around $30 at one point, and that was considered a huge deal at that time. But it was really short and explosive one and lasted for 265 days. Then we had 2011 to 2013 double bubble. That year actually saw two big bull runs in the same year, one in the spring and one in the fall. The second one took Bitcoin's price to over $1,000, which was mind-blowing at the time. It also coincided with the rise and fall of the Mt. Gox exchange, which was the biggest Bitcoin exchange back then and ended up collapsing in a pretty dramatic fashion. That whole cycle lasted for 744 days. Fast forward to 2015 to 2017 bull run, and that was when Bitcoin really hit mainstream awareness. It ran up to nearly 20,000 in December 2017. That bull run was fueled by a surge of retail investors, media hype, and of course the introduction of Bitcoin futures. And of course this bull cycle lasted for 1068 days. Then we had the 2019 to 21 bull run, which was heavily driven by the institutional adoption. Companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and a bunch of others started holding Bitcoin as a part of their treasury reserves. We also saw a huge boom in decentralized finance and a lot of new crypto products. Bitcoin hit a new all-time high around 64,000 in November 2021, and that bull cycle lasted for 1,059 days. And then of course the most recent cycle have been a bit more mature. It started in November 2022 and recently ended in October 2025. We are seeing more regulatory discussions, more ETF approvals in some regions, and just a greater deal of institutional and mainstream integration. This cycle lasted for 1062 days. So each bull market kind of reflects a new chapter in Bitcoin's journey. If we combine the first two bull cycles from 2010 to 2013 and see this cycle as a unified bull cycle, we will see that this cycle actually lasted for 1150 days. So here are the few points to notice here. Each cycle peak so far has shown diminished returns from its previous cycle. So if you can see from 10 to 13, the cycle lasted for 1150 days and the return was around 100,000%. Then the bull market of 15 to 17, it yielded a return of 8,000, and then this one from 19 to 21 it was 2,000%, and lastly the recent one 22 to 25 one, it yielded 676% of return. So the returns are diminishing with each cycle. And second important point is the bull cycle typically lasts for 3 years on average. If we combine these two first cycle, it will be like 1150 days. The second lasted for 1064 days. The third bull cycle lasted for 1064 days again. And the last one lasted for 1043 days. Well, back to the charts on the website. So here is the 5 bull markets that we have just discussed about, and this one was the first one, which was the most fiercest one, and second one happened in 11 to 13, which was a longer one. The cycle 3 was for complete 1000 days, and it also yielded a good return of around 100 times of the investment. The fourth cycle 1821 has a lesser return but very similar kind of time period as the third cycle. And the last one, of course, which ended in October, it lasted for almost the same time, around 1050 days, and it yielded around 7x of the return during this time period. So those were the 5 Bitcoin bull cycles in the last 1.5 decades that we discussed about. We will never witness the astronomical returns that Bitcoin gained in the first 2 or 3 cycles, as suggested by the diminishing return theory. But every bull market, every bear market, in fact, represents a great opportunity for us to enter the market and sell during the euphoric bull phase. It's also very interesting to note the time period of the 3-year cycle, which is like 3 years. We will talk more about it when we cover the Bitcoin bear markets in the next learning section. Do subscribe to our channel if you find these videos interesting and useful, and don't forget to like this video. See you next time. Bye-bye.